Hello, everybody. We're at my favourite space in Blackpool, which is, well, one of them anyway, which is the North Station tram stop area. You can probably see there's lots of building work underway now at this particular point, and there's been a lot of discussion about what that building work should be about. The council has one view, I have another. The council are putting in yet another car park. Whereas my view is that we need to be building parks for people. So I thought I'd show you what that's like, what's happening, but also talk about why a park for people is actually far more important, would deliver far more benefits for people in this area. So the reason behind why they want to have a car park here is that it's really to support, and it's probably a little clue just above where my finger's about there, is that's to support the DWP and other different firms that are moving into the council offices. My challenge to that, though, is that the more car parks you have, the more cars you have, and Blackpool only has limited road capacity, so you'll end up with more congestion. And the whole point of having a tram extension was people could come here by tram. So, and use public transport. There's loads and loads of bus stops as well. So the core thing for me is that what would be a reason for a park here? What benefits would that bring? And a park would bring so many different positives. There are so many people who are poorly in this area. I was looking at the statistics the other day, and the average life expectancy for this area is 68. That's lower than Libya, lower than Western Sahara. It's really, really bad. You start to get ill in this area around the age of 52, and then it's a downward spiral from there. So that's shocking. Further north and further south, the average age in the town is 78. So that's a 10-year difference. And why would a park make a difference to that? Well, we all know, and I definitely know, is that by being in a park you feel healthier, you feel better, but also it gives you a sense of purpose if you start to have a space that you can go that makes you feel better about yourself, and especially if you get to be involved with helping look after that space. So I'm a big believer that that's a really good reason as to why you should have a green space. But also what it does is it allows people to start investing in an area, because it looks better, because green definitely looks better than grey tarmac. There goes a tram to Fleetwood. But the other benefit to that is that your children have got somewhere to play. There's literally nowhere for kids to play around here. Certainly not football or on a swing. You've got to go further out to town. If you live here, well, how are you going to get there? You're going to have to walk. And I challenged the portfolio holder for Green Spaces, Councillor Jane Hugo, on this. And I said, why don't we, have a walk and see how far it goes? Because I said that, it's far more than 15 minutes. And she said, oh, no, you can go to Stanley Park. And I said, well, let's walk it and we'll see how long it takes. And it's far more than 15 minutes. And that's just too far for kids to go. They need somewhere right on their doorstep. And this would be a really good town centre park. And we've seen at Manchester, at the Mayfield site there that Michelle and me went round last year, what a great facility that is. And other places are starting to invest in town centre parks again. And the other benefit it will bring is for people who've got dogs. They've got somewhere to walk them. At the moment, I see it late at night. People have to walk their dogs on car parks because there literally is nowhere for them to go. So it would lift the area. It would give people a sense of purpose, a sense of pride, and most of all, it'll give them a sense of well-being that we all benefit. And then there are the benefits of having trees and different things as well. So lots and lots of positives as to why we should have a park in this space. My commitment has always been that if ever we take control of Blackpool, then we will be taking up these paving stones and putting a park here. Soil, grass, trees. Now they do have a plan for a couple of trees on the site, so we'll go and have a little look round and have a look where they're thinking of putting the trees. The other benefit as well, just before we move on, is you'll have lots and lots of public transport to get to this green park as well when it's eventually built. You've got a tram stop in the middle of it. Obviously, you've got your bus stops over there, as you can see. And it'll also be a place that all the office workers can actually sit and have their dinner in as well. So many reasons why this would look so much better and be a better space for a park in central Blackpool. It's just so obvious. I'm so frustrated that nobody else who runs the council actually can see it. So the place where they've got some trees lined up is just on the right of those steps there. There's you can see a little triangle. I think there's one or two trees going in there, possibly a couple of others near the entrance, but that's about it, which is shameful really. A huge site like this should have far more trees, even if it was a good idea to put a car park on it. So yeah, very frustrating. You can see what a sense of space we have here as well. It's huge space, and yeah, you could easily make this a really attractive area with lots of trees, lots of play equipment, even a waterfall. It would really create a great gateway for anybody that arrives. Just before I go down to the actual tram stops itself, I just want to show you this entrance here to the underpass that takes you to the tram stop. This is my favourite entrance. It's got a very sort of underground feel to it, but in a really nice way. And I don't think many people know about this one. So yeah, just give you an idea of location. That's there down to Dixon Road. Obviously there's Sainsbury's and the council offices. And so I'll just take you down here, show you what that looks like. Some pigeons. Love the pigeons. They're so intelligent. I once saw some pigeons. Before I did. So this is obviously the underpass to the station, and to there's Greg's and the tram stop. Yeah, pigeons. I was just going to totally interchange the subject and on you there. I once saw some pigeons get on a a train at Piccadilly Station. Jump on, eat the crumbs, and then jump off just before the doors shut. And that's when I realised how intelligent pigeons are. Anyway, changing the subject slightly. So we'll just go and have a better look down here of the view. So coming out of the underpass, you get the view obviously of the tram platforms, and you'll see what a big space it actually is. There's a tram coming in there. It also has a Greg's, which is my favourite place in Blackpool without a doubt. But actually think about it, well, every park needs a cafe. Well, this comes with a cafe and toilets, which will come in as well, I believe. So yeah, I will keep campaigning to bring a green space here. It's absolutely crucial for the people of Blackpool that we have more green spaces in the centre, more parks for people, and not just parks for cars. And I will make sure I do my very best to make that happen. And next week you'll see an update from me as to why that matters, and I'll have lots and lots of information on why that really has to happen. So right, as this tram comes in, I'm going to catch that, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next week.